And what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of All In, where we go all in on the Dolphins. I got two and on here to my left. Expect us. And not so anonymous,
yes,
Martin. Two down, Martin, here to my right.
What's up, guys? What's up?
All right. So we just had another week of Dolphins football. How we feeling?
Frustrated as fuck.
Oh,
That game was fucking miserable.
it was bad, huh?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were actually at the game, so I don't know how you guys
on the way
survived.
home. So that says everything you need to fucking know about this Sunday.
All right, before we get too into it, we're going to start with the first, which is the pre-flop, where we talk about what we were talking about now, this week's game, though we're going to get into more detail. We're going to flip the cards. We're going to see who goes first. Let's do it. We're going to go with Skinny first since he lost last week.
Right.
We got a 7. And we got Martin with the king.
Oh, no, first one.
First.
Martin, get into it,
Oh,
man.
but it doesn't matter because you're going to fucking win no matter what, even no matter what the hell I say at the end.
Stop crying. So obviously we lost. That's not a good thing. Skylar Thompson gets hurt in the first quarter. Even though he looked good going those first 2 drives, had to be spelled by Teddy Bridgewater, which nobody wanted, especially me. I was hoping to get Thompson at least one full game. But I think he actually earned the backup quarterback when Tua comes back. So to me, overall, our offense didn't move how we wanted it to. But our defense, once again, to me, was the backbone of our team.
Yeah, for sure. And Martin, this might come to a surprise to you. And record. Make sure this is on recording because you might not get it again. Skylar looked good, man. Shocking, right? So to come out of my mouth. Good enough to be QB2, though.
Martin's going home.
QB2, okay? And you know what impressed me the most about him? Even though that fucking one that he thread the needle to Gesicki, that there were like 3 defenders in there, and he still got it to him. That was a beautiful fucking pass.
He zipped it in there.
But what impressed me the most was the escapability that he had on Sunday. And yeah, man, you really saw that 4.35 speed that he had. And he's just, he evaded sacks. We broke one, even though I got breaking news.
For this guy to say anything good about Thompson, I'll take it. I'm not. I gotta shut up. I can't even talk. Go ahead.
But you just fucking completely killed everything I was gonna say.
He won the fucking segment. I don't care. He won.
But yeah, man, he did look good enough to be QB2. You saw some impressive plays from him, and
QB1. But okay.
Yes, it's unfortunate that he did get hurt, but I think to jump the gun and say, "Oh, we were gonna win," and this and that.
No, we were.
It's a little much.
No,
Because you don't fucking know.
Easy.
Let me ask you guys.
He had 89 yards in the first quarter with 5 penalties, a total of like 50 yards. He moved the ball so well.
Yes, he did.
Go ahead.
But the big chunk play he had was a beautiful play design. So credit McDaniel on that one versus that one. Yeah, the one to Waddle, 100%. But yes, I give you the Gesicki pass was nasty.
So that's 30 out of 80. 89.
No, yeah, I'm not saying he looked bad or anything.
To stay on topic. He came into the Cincinnati game, and obviously we didn't game plan with him.
Teddy.
Yeah,
Teddy
no. I'm saying like
the
he
Cincinnati
came
game?
into that game. Yeah,
As a team. Okay.
Oh, okay, yes.
He came into that game, right? All right. Same thing happened to Teddy in this game. Would you put any blame on the coaches for not maybe adjusting to what the best feel of the quarterback is?
No.
You can't really say that because Teddy only got to practice, I believe, Friday and Saturday. So the game plan was always
if you ask me, McDaniel wanted to see Skylar Thompson play. That's just my opinion. He's like, we might have something, guys. I'm just saying.
I mean, apparently there were reports saying that he felt at that time that it was more comfortable to roll with Thompson over Teddy.
Give him a couple weeks. He might say that for the QB1 too.
There was
hold your horses.
There was 2 plays that stood out to me in that game from Skylar Thompson. Was the first play, the one you talked about, the thread needle to the Gesicki?
Yeah.
About 3 defenders.
Cannon.
Yeah.
And then the other one was the play action, I think, fake to Waddle.
Correct.
That amazing. That was so clean.
Oh, but
and how about the River Craycraft that he literally it was a penalty that called back.
Yeah, Eichenberg held the fuck out of that guy. Yes,
that got stopped. I believe.
But without it, that penalty wasn't even necessary to get for the play to go off. That was the worst part. Eichenberg's hold didn't allow us for that pass to happen. It would have happened no matter what. Well, it was just a bad hold.
The defender got to him, and then it forced the rollout to extend the play.
I feel like he was already going to get it off. Anyway.
I don't think so. No,
but
no
okay,
way.
whatever.
You guys want to move on?
You haven't even fucking picked the winner. What the fuck
The
you win?
defense.
There is no winner on that. That's the
no,
pre-flop.
well, you
That's
guys
the
cut me off
pre-flop,
before
man.
I got to
Yeah.
anything. The defense was fucking immaculate this weekend. A record of this season, they forced a team to punt 10 times. That's the most this season, all in one game in one season. So
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate we couldn't get anything going on the ball. And even though I did predict an L, it's just so fucking
You were wrong.
frustrating.
I'm just letting you know.
So fucking frustrating to lose another game that was so winnable. We could have easily won at the Jets if we didn't crumble and could have got some points to put them pressure. And you see the same thing happen
All right, this
again.
guy's talking too much. Cut him off.
So go ahead.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna go to segment number 2.
You didn't
which
pick a
is-
winner, motherfucker.
There is no winner. That's the pre-flop. I'm not gonna say
okay.
it again.
Oh,
We're
my
just
bad, my
speaking
bad.
about how we felt about the game.
I felt good about that.
We're all losers on that one. Okay, we lost.
Yeah.
That's why we're wearing black.
All black.
Yeah, all black. All right.
Unplanned, by the way.
So
but
the
yeah.
next one is gonna be the flop, where we're gonna
Biggest
talk
flop.
about
The biggest flop, yeah.
biggest flop.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and talk about either the biggest moment or the biggest turnaround or turning point or biggest dud of the game. We're gonna go ahead and flip the cards. We're gonna see Martin, Skinny, who goes first. We're gonna go Martin on this one.
Oh,
I
does
won.
that count?
I won.
I guess.
Yeah,
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 all right,
yeah.
give it to him. That's fine, Martin.
just
you can
gotta
go.
tell-
So I'll be honest with you. I was wrong for this week and this week only, but I'm only going to say it's because of the lack of scheme we had with Bridgewater. Our O-line was the biggest dud of this game, and I gave them praise last week for how well they've been playing. Obviously, it has to do with a lot with the gelling of Armstead in the game. That not having him in this one, you obviously saw how bad it can get when you have practice squad O-line players coming in to step in. But yeah, our O-line didn't do well. I feel like it had a lot to do with the scheme. They put Bridgewater out there. He threw 34 times. Bridgewater's not a guy that you want throwing 34 times. Mostert only had 14 rushes. Like I've said, he literally just came off a 100-yard game, his first of the season, his first rushing touchdown of the season, I believe it was as well. Yeah, how can you go take 5 steps back after doing so well the previous week running the ball and having more of a balanced game? Even though the Jets kind of got to Skyler a lot last game, we were more balanced. So this week, to me, the O-line is at fault, but not 100% on them.
It's on you.
I do have a couple things, but I want to start with the offensive line. But at the same time, I think my biggest dud, as quick as it is to say Jalen Waddle this weekend,
Chill.
which I don't think we should.
Never.
I know Twitter has been fucking roasting him.
They're idiots.
I think this was the first game this season you really saw a lot of mistakes from Coach McDaniel and our coaching staff.
100%.
So let's start with
I don't
the
like that I'm
offensive
agreeing
line.
with this motherfucker. I really don't.
Everything he's bringing out, man.
Let's start with our offensive line. This was week 6, and Liam Eichenberg just continues to be a massive liability at left guard. And I don't know at this point why we haven't at least heard or anything or tried to put Connor Williams back at his natural position at left
playing
guard.
so well at center.
I don't know about playing. He is playing good, but snaps are all over the place. If you have a center that can get you the ball, which we had Dieter play all of last season, and he can at least improve it, and you put him back at the left spot, and you have him there in the middle, you'll be okay. You can get by.
We need Austin Jackson back.
And it's crazy to fucking say that, right? Because we were talking about this guy being a terrible draft pick
You
a couple
guys,
years ago.
you guys.
He
Oh,
has
whoa,
been.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
He has been.
He's
bad.
a project, man.
He has been bad.
Fucking
Or
21 years old.
Or plug
He's a
him.
project,
Or plug
man.
him at left guard. Maybe now they try to
still
do
hurt.
that.
He's
I
still
know. Yeah, when he comes back, obviously, which we're hoping that he gets back. But back to what I was saying, I think this one falls on coaching. We saw a lot of that inexperience come from McDaniel this week. Penalties are killing us, man.
That's the biggest thing.
And you really do have to point the finger at somebody. And although that we had 10 penalties this week, we had a bunch last week. And then also, how are we not getting points on our first 2 drives? We drive the field. We're on the other side.
You only could blame 2 people for penalties. That is coaching and Vegas.
Oh shit! Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, you can never count Vegas out.
Vegas, man.
but the biggest moment that stuck to me, I was like, all right, this guy doesn't know, or he's still getting the feel. Obviously, it's his only 6th game. He's still getting the feel for it. But you get that sack right before going into the second half. Atlanta Roberts, you got him first down. You let the clock roll. They get some yards. They kill some clock. If you didn't use your timeouts in that spot, why are you doing it at the end? And we only try to drive the ball when we get the ball back, and then Waddle ends up fumbling. Not fumbling, or tossing the ball up, and Harrison Smith makes a miraculous tip ball catch. And when you allow him to get 3 points, it just didn't make sense to me. And then he went for 2 in the end. There was a lot of questionable things from Coach McDaniel this week. But yeah, that's my dud of the game this week.
I'm gonna say, as much as you guys are praising the defense, if you're gonna go by the rule of bend don't break, and especially 2 weeks in a row in the fourth quarter.
Next.
Did you not hear what I said? They forced the team to punt 10 times, and
No,
Kirk
I
Cousins
don't
was
care,
rattled
man.
all game.
Don't go
If your offense can't score,
don't go saying
Sir,
bend.
go, you're in
don't-
timeout. Go to
don't-
timeout.
Don't go saying bend don't break, and then bend and break 2 times in the fourth quarter.
Question: how many points did they
When
score?
it counts.
How many points did they score?
When it
How many
counts.
points did they score in total?
The best teams win in the fourth quarter, man.
Vikings scored 24 points total.
But how long are you going to use that excuse? I mean, you said the
When
same
your
thing with the
offense-
Bills game.
when your offense
the
doesn't
Bills game, I
support-
will give you, they didn't break. The Bills game, they didn't break. But for the past 2 weeks going into the fourth quarter, it's a tight game, and then the defense has a chance.
I said we
even
both
though,
win on
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one.
fuck
Fuck this guy. This guy sucks.
Whatever.
Oh,
man.
brother, this guy stinks.
This guy stinks. All right. We're gonna move on to the next segment. Skinny, I'm gonna let you let the crowd know what we're
Yes,
talking
yes.
about.
Right
man.
now, next segment, we are going to turn the page. So we're going to go start talking about our next game coming up Sunday Night Football. We're really excited for that. We get to see QB1 return. Let's see who gets
Thompson's
to go
coming
first. Nah, he's gone probably for that. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. All right, so Ralph, flip them cards.
Let's
see who
flip the
goes
cards,
first.
man.
Oh, Martin's going first. Fuck. Have fun.
Easy. So yeah, we're playing the Steelers. We're playing a defense that obviously with no TJ Watt is still one to reckon with. Their offense hasn't been up to par. So you're hoping that our defense steps up and maybe makes it easier for our offense, which they will as always. But I guess Tua's coming back. I guess that's a good thing. So we should see a more well-rounded offense, according to the experts, these guys. Tua should obviously be ready to go if he's out there. He's already been cleared. I said it before. He had a colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy.
Before he got cleared as well. But yeah, I feel like we should see a better game flow coming this week at home, Sunday night primetime. You gotta be good to get these primetime games. Although the Steelers and Dolphins record right now is not showing it. Overall, the last couple of years they've been more of a solid team, not good team, solid team. So I feel like overall our defense should be the anchor, but our offense will look a lot better without Bridgewater and Tua starting.
Am I the only one that hopes instead of them saying Tua Tagovailoa, they just fucking play the Stone Cold theme song when he comes out, bro? How epic would that be?
No.
But yeah, man, you got to be excited. And I really do hope, like I told Ralph today, like you see how valuable Tua is to this team, because when he's on the field, we win a lot more often than when he's not on the field. Guy has a 16-8 record as a starter.
Defense.
And you can say whatever you want. The guy wins. It's not fucking sexy. It's not all this. But he is a winner. Done. Okay? So he's coming back. He's coming back. We finally get to hopefully see him healthy for the rest of the season. And hopefully he comes on and puts up some numbers. And
If it's not Sunday night, is he back this week? If it's not Sunday night, if it's not prime time, do you bring
So
him
1
back this
o'clock
week?
game.
Absolutely. Because right now you're on a 3-game losing streak.
Okay.
You absolutely
Okay.
need quarterback one to be out there.
Okay.
To be able to run your full offense at its
He
full
hasn't played a
capability.
full game in 3 weeks.
It's
Yeah.
okay, bro. It's okay.
And it's a Steelers defense that, although they don't have TJ Watt, is very, very underrated, I'll say.
Very
Absolutely.
stout.
But you already know the game plan, which it should have been this last
my
weekend.
my boy Brian Flores is going to be there on the field
No, that's
for the
fine.
first
He
time
could,
since
he
last
could
year.
be fucking right on the sideline. I don't give a fuck. That guy. Fuck
Ben
that guy.
Rames.
Yeah, whatever you say. Yeah. But back to what I was gonna say. I was like,
Can I say, what's the hype of Brian Flores being here? I mean, it's not like he's a head coach. He's a defensive coordinator.
This is obviously just a throw-in. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, I know, but this guy was telling me the same thing.
Oh, but they're saying
'Cause
because it's the 50th anniversary celebration, he's gonna be there. Tua's back. Obviously, it's a lot.
But
that you're looking
obviously,
into.
after everything that's
The
unfolded,
media is-
you
the
already know
the media, of course.
You already know Brian Flores didn't want him.
The media.
We all heard about the argument or the altercation that happened.
No
in
one knows the
in
truth. I'm just saying. No one knows
in
the truth.
Titans locker room. You already plenty of reports have come
There's
out.
only
You know what
one
happened.
person who knows the truth.
Stephen Ross.
No. And they're on Twitter, and they wear Dolphins mask.
Oh yeah, expect us.
Expect
Expect
us.
us.
That's Tua's account. Just letting you know.
Yeah,
Continue.
that guy doesn't even run his own fucking shit.
Yeah, that's what you think.
But yeah,
Go ahead.
man, the game plan better be to get the ball quick out of his hands. Run the ball, get the ball quick out of his hands. Don't let him settle in.
That's
Obviously,
the thing.
like you said,
we haven't seen him be consistent running the ball. McDaniel, I'm saying, not
yeah,
Tua.
because we fall behind the needle, and then when we
We
try
were-
to run, we
look,
can't
hold-
run,
hold up,
bro.
hold up.
I've been saying this.
Do you know that the score of the game was 10-3 going into midway of the third quarter, and we only ended the game with 14 rushes with Milster? So don't say it's because we can't do it, and it's not because we choose not to because we're behind. No.
With that O line,
Bullshit.
you weren't doing anything. Stop. You had a better chance throwing the fucking ball and
All right,
making it an
his
extension.
14,
I don't know why.
14 carries. You know how many yards he had? Bad O line and all. Bad O line. Do you know how many yards he had? 49. That's not bad. That's 3.5 yards a
It's
carry.
not. It's
so
not.
don't think
But
that you're.
I still don't have any confidence in this O line right now.
You're not
And-
doing him, but you're showing. Most are showing you that he's literally going to give you positive yards when he's getting the opportunity.
But like we continue to say, when you're behind the needle, you throw the ball. You have to throw the ball.
10-3 for 3 quarters. That was the max lead they had, and 3 of those points were on that Bridgewater interception that led to 3 points. If not, you're looking at 7-3 going in to 3.5 quarters. Or 2.5 quarters, sorry.
What I hate is that I feel like we're not being creative enough. Like we're not seeing the wide receiver screens. We're not seeing halfback screens. We're not, and it looks.
I
Whoa,
hate
whoa,
wide
whoa,
receiver
whoa, whoa,
screens.
time out.
We see it all the time.
No. Adam Gase.
Yeah,
Don't bring Adam Gase up, bro. Do not. Do
But
not.
you're gonna say that you're waiting for the wide receiver screens when you complain for 3 years of watching wide receiver screens.
Yes, because you're getting the ball out
Okay,
quick,
everybody.
and you know
He
you
needs his
have
fix. He needs his fix.
you have a terrible offensive line. You
That's
have
not
to
what
get
we
the
need.
ball out. It needs to be hot. Like,
Hey, I'm just saying the first quarter, we had the same O-line, and Thompson moved the ball. And Bridgewater, although didn't play great, 320 yards
he
of
did.
passing yards. So you can't say it was
I
a
still-
horrible.
And
I
the,
still
the
think
game
he
was
had-
not lost because of his arm, his fault, anything either.
You say the fucking defense, I sort of.
I-
No, it wasn't. It wasn't completely the defense, but yeah.
No, you know who we're forgetting to mention? Jason Sanders back-to-back games. with
Yes,
missed field
he's
goal.
missed field goals. Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know if
I'm
he missed
glad
one.
somebody caught
I don't
that.
know if he missed one in the
There
Bengals
was
game. So
what was it? 6 points left on the
extra
board.
point and a field
yeah,
goal.
I know. Huh?
Yeah.
4 points left on the board. Thank
No,
you.
what do you mean 4 points? Like I said, the first 2 drives,
and
we
the-
should have
and the
left
field
with
goals. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
This was just, and it just
Damn.
one of those games of feeling like every time you took a step forward, you took 2 steps back, and the penalties killed you.
How many-
and your offensive line play
How
killed
many
you.
total yards was it in penalties on that?
It was
little
over 100, I think.
sequence.
No, I don't think it got to that point. I think we ended up like a
Or
79.
98 or so. It was around there. I
It
know
was
that.
high. Let's just say.
Yeah, too much, and it's gonna kill you every week.
So, who, sir? I need you to select. I know you went halvesies on the last segment.
I don't know, man.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
feeling torn this week.
He said halvesies.
You had a name drop that we had to acknowledge for the negative, but not one for the positive. Jalen Phillips showed up on YouTube in episode 1.
Congrats, man.
That
Yeah,
guy
nice.
finally,
Okay.
finally,
Yeah, you're
right?
Balled out, man. Good.
But hold up. Not only
No,
that.
the defense. Period.
He's forgetting the person that you knock all season.
Who?
Mike Gesicki. You
Oh,
son
my
of
God.
a gun.
Gesicki, yeah.
Listen.
Touchdowns.
Hey.
Yeah,
What?
whatever. One was in
Garbage time, thank
and the
you.
other one,
And the other one,
it was in the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Okay,
beginning of the fourth quarter.
Understand.
Mike Gesicki, if
Mike
you're
is-
watching this, please keep doing the gritty. Even though it
Yeah, I don't
sucks,
care.
it's funny as hell.
I'll do it with you. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Listen, I'm not a Gesicki hater.
Yes, you are.
He can't block. You
Godo,
need to
when
understand.
you're-
He cannot block
this
the
is,
football.
This is my under.
But he caught 2
He is
touchdowns.
a tight end. He is a tight end, and he's a player that can
Let him
only
finish,
be
let him
used
finish.
in the red zone. That's it. That's the only area you
So
can use that.
he's
And if
the
you can't
only-
use him on the entire field,
He's the only
he
tight end in
can't.
the league that can block.
Who? Give me another guy that's as bad as you already know.
But is there anyone as bad at blocking, but as good a route runner, catcher as Gesicki? Like that difference, like a bad blocker and that good of a pass.
But it's
No, there
terrible to
isn't.
have him on the field because 85% of the time,
But
if
we
he's on the
play-
field, you're throwing
But
the ball.
how about those times we play two tight end set? Might as well, put him out there.
Liability. You already have some people on the
It's a
line that can't block,
mismatch
and
that-
now you're
it's
throwing a tight end
mismatch
out
that-
there.
Yes, it's a mismatch. When you already have a mismatch at receiver, now you're adding a tight end mismatch. What
Listen,
else? Like,
I still
it's a
think
great-
he's gonna be
Overall-
traded. You're not gonna sign him to an extension this offseason. Get whatever you can right now before
I
the
think
deadline.
it'll be a big mistake. I think he's gonna ball wherever he goes.
That's fine.
Some coach is gonna understand how they
yeah,
can use
he
him,
can't block.
and they're gonna understand how they can use him, and they're gonna use him to their benefit.
He's a mixed match, man. With
Hey, I'm sorry,
with
but Smythe is
linebackers, with corners, with
Smythe is
safety.
the guy that we're using because he's blocking. What the fuck has Smythe done that I need to keep him on the field
I
because he's
feel
so
like
good?
we haven't used tight ends. Period. The only person that keeps on connecting with Gesicki is fucking Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, I'm
That's
sorry,
it.
he's played 2 of 3 games, and and then the Ravens game, Gesicki with 2
One play.
He had a touchdown and like 4 other catches or 3 other catches.
And I guarantee you, the catch that he had on that one play
All right,
was
I think
it
we're
accumulated for all
All
of
right,
them.
whatever,
guys, I'm
whatever.
gonna go ahead and stop you. We're gonna go ahead and move on to turning the river. I'm not picking a winner there. I got too heated.
To the river.
To the river. Sorry.
Yeah, where we're gonna
It
discuss.
got way too heated on that one. I'm not gonna get into that. So we're gonna flip the cards. We're gonna see. We're gonna start with. I'm out of it right now. I got 2 into it. We got an 8 for our
Today's your day,
Alejandro.
huh?
Oh,
And we got a
never mind,
3
that's
for
you.
Martin.
Hey, finally.
We get to start with you now. What are your thoughts? What do we
Okay.
got going next week?
So as I said, we got the Steelers coming in, and this is a defense that just showed up against Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers, and they kept them in check. And it can easily be done to us if we don't game plan properly for this upcoming game. This game has to be get the ball out of your hands quick. We got to keep our quarterback clean. Hopefully Armstead's coming back. Hopefully we got Austin Jackson returning, which is, like I said, it's
is
insane.
that likely?
He is officially off the IR, and he was progressing, and they said he was almost ready to go for the Jets. So I'm hoping one more week got him ready for this Sunday, or gets him ready for this Sunday. But yeah, man, get the ball into your playmakers' hands. I feel like Waddle is gonna use all of that negativity that he got hit with over this weekend and fuel it to this upcoming game and really have a huge game. And it's going to be an exciting Sunday, hopefully. We hope. We got like Martin said, we got the 50th anniversary, Tua's return, we got the Steelers, primetime football. Like, what else is there to fucking be excited about?
Martin, let's hear your thoughts on the up-and-coming Sunday night game.
Honestly, if we're playing against Mitchell Trubisky and we do lose this game, it's a wrap. We should not lose to Mitchell Trubisky.
Is he starting? Because
Pickens is hurt.
Can you
I
believe
heard
though?
Pickens is starting.
Can you believe the craziness though? Like this guy just got concussed and he practiced today. Like it doesn't make sense. Teddy had to be out 4 days and couldn't practice until Thursday. It just did not make sense. Like why does it look like we're under such a microscope now because of all this
bullshit?
bullshit?
Can I say something? It's my turn. Why the fuck are you talking?
Have fun. My bad.
If Mitchell Trubisky is the starting quarterback this week, it should be a very easy win. If Pickens is the guy, he looked solid for the first quarter, and then he got hurt, I believe it was. I don't see us having trouble to stopping them on offense. If anything, the only guy that I feel like we need to watch is Claypool. Claypool's actually been pretty solid for them lately, although Deontay Johnson was the guy coming in thinking was going to be the guy after that contract he got. But yeah, I think we could stop Najee Harris as we've done for the last 6 weeks. Other than Brees Hall,
Hey, man.
our run
Ben,
defense has
don't
been
break.
excellent. Cook had 1 run, but if we get X stays healthy, one day in 2037 when Byron Jones comes back, hopefully we'll have because obviously the loss of Needham is not going to be easy. I'm sorry. With no depth
we
at
have not
cornerback
mentioned
and
that.
not have Needham now with no Byron Jones, God knows what our DBs are going to look like. Yeah, Howard could lock up one person, but he can't lock up everyone. So yeah, that's going to be something to look at the rest of the way. But yeah, overall, I think if we run the ball, you ease Tua back into the game, I think we have a very good shot at winning this game. That's just my opinion.
I think this Sunday is going to be a blowout. Defense has been stellar. We're going to shut their shit down.
Chill. Not blowout, not blowout.
Tua's going to look good in his return. I got us winning.
But why do you think, why you're so confident of Tua coming back? He hasn't played in 3 weeks, full games in 3 weeks. Our receivers, Hill has been banged up or cramps every game. That can be one thing. Obviously, we're playing a night game, so that obviously the cramps shouldn't be an issue.
The Hard Rock Sun is going to be out this weekend.
Yeah, that was a big thing because the difference, it was like 100 and something on the Viking sideline, and us it was like 80.
30-degree difference.
Yeah,
120
that was
and 90
insane.
on ours.
So we don't have the benefit on a Sunday night game to get the weather on our side.
But I still think what you've seen from Tua this season is enough to at least let you think he's going to go out and do a good job. And it doesn't matter. Maybe the only thing that could affect him is him playing a little scared.
To be honest, and this is my knock to him and what's been my knock from the beginning, I don't see it from quarter one. I feel like it drags on to quarter three, quarter four before we see a solid play from Tua. So that's what if we could get a complete game from Tua, this is an easy win. I don't care who the Steelers have on defense. I would agree with you. But if I don't see quarters 1 and 2, anything the ball being moved, putting up points, this is not going to be an easy game.
But back to the thought about seeing a complete game. Like we said, we've discussed this Patriots game. We jumped up to an early lead. Then you had a game in Baltimore where religiously the Dolphins do not win in Baltimore ever, and
that's fine.
he
That's
still
one
came back. No, I'm not even gonna go off on that one. And then Buffalo, it was just a slobber knocker, back and forth. It was a low scoring defensive game, and I feel like this will be the first game where Tua comes out and he plays a consistent game from beginning to end. So I got the Dolphins winning, knockout 31-10.
Martin.
Coño.
Show it out. There's Sunday Night Football. You got to show out.
After losing 3 straight, I'm a believer of the defense, and I'm being realistic that I don't think it's going to be 10. I'll give it 24-17, I'll say. That's my prediction. And if we run the ball, it might be – I'll go along with what you're saying. Hell yeah, we'll literally – I think any team we've played, we would beat by more if we would have a consistent run game. That's just my opinion.
I see us jumping into that early lead this game. That's what I'm saying.
It.
That's what I think.
I want to
That's
see
what
it.
I believe.
That's
No, 100%.
I'm gonna surprise you guys. Dolphins 24-3.
Oh, there we go. See it now.
You fucking right. You did surprise the fuck out of me. Right.
Also, you got the defense being good this week.
Yeah. I don't got them
fucking
breaking. I don't got them breaking this week.
No.
I hope to see the defense we saw versus Buffalo.
Yes.
I feel like if you're gonna win a championship, that's the defense you need to see.
Let's make the playoffs, guys. Let's stop jumping
No. If you're gonna make the playoffs, obviously to get to the playoffs, you need to have that. But to win, eventually the ultimate goal, you gotta have that defense where you had at the last 5 minutes of that game where you got 2 stops on the Bills for the Bills to take the lead. That's championship pedigree right there. So. Yeah.
And this has to be the game that you get the things rolling. You get the wheels rolling on this one because right now the schedule is favorable. Yeah. As we've seen, we have a top 5 easiest schedule according to the professionals. But yeah, man, you got to get the wheels rolling now. It's now or never. Beat these guys. Remind the world that the Dolphins are still out there to be respected with, like they were the first 3 weeks. And let's get this thing going. You got to get this dub at home. Dub primetime, 50th anniversary. A lot of things around this game. Get this win, no matter what.
And you're playing bottom of the AFC, like one of the bottom teams in the AFC.
Bottom of the barrel.
Right now, Steelers. I feel like they're underperforming what they really are going to do. But yeah.
They're just really young.
If we can't beat them, it's not looking good. To go down 4 games in a row, that's going to be really bad to go into week 8. And then we play Cleveland?
No. Cleveland comes after the bye. So our next couple games, I know Detroit's in the mix. We got Houston's in the mix coming up.
Let me see what I could get here for you guys.
It's not a big deal. We can't lose 4 straight. That's all it is.
Yeah, you go 4 games straight losing. It just the wheels fall off. You start losing the locker room. Coach isn't as hyped.
I don't
think
we'll lose the locker room, but I just don't think you can lose 4 straight.
No, you don't lose the locker room, but now people are starting to look. It's like, all right, fuck, are we that team that we were as hyped to be, and this and that, and you just got to get it going.
So yeah, I think that's
it.
Who's your MVP? Who are we going all in this week?
We're going all in. This is our final segment. Who are we going all in with?
I think the key to the game for us winning is Mostert. I think Mostert's the guy that will literally set the tone for the game.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. The defense always is my go-to, but I'm saying for us to win this game versus a hard-nosed fought team. It's run game.
Over under Mostert 70 yards.
Oh, for a win, over 100%. You don't win with less. I don't think so.
It's going to be interesting to see how Brian Flores, like whatever he suggested, how to attack this defense, because obviously this was his baby not too long ago. But how many yards you got? What are you thinking? 2 touchdowns? What kind of game? From Mostert?
Mostert, honestly, I think 80 yards, 2 touchdowns is what I'm looking for Mostert.
80 and 2. That's reasonable. That's not
And
too bad.
please don't see Edmonds on the field. Please, I don't want to see that guy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It looks like they didn't even try to
Who,
involve him
Edmonds?
this last weekend.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean, he's had a bad couple weeks.
It's not going to be surprising who I pick. I'm going Tua. Has to be Tua. I see 275, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Wow.
With those DBs, you think it's gonna happen like that?
Wow.
I'm telling you.
At least you give him an interception, man. I'll give you that.
No, I've always said this. Tua's good for 1 interception every game. It's gonna be a what the fuck play too. Like, this guy looks like a high school quarterback type shit. Yeah, like that's what he is. He's good, safe, smart. Good pocket presence. He's just good for 1 bad play a game, and we've seen it religiously since he's got picked. So.
I'm gonna go to 2 touchdowns, over a pick. Yeah, not over a pick, and then also to have at least 230 yards throwing.
Yeah, safe,
Okay.
safe. That's the quarterback you get. You're not gonna get the guy that throws 400 yards.
Yeah, he's mid.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Yeah. Just know you can't be 2-0. I have a picture of you. You can't be
He's
2-0.
mid.
You use the fucking Tannehill
You
picture
can't
of me
bash
for
him. You
years.
can't bash him, but you
Alright,
can't cheer
guys,
for him
alright,
because he
alright.
doesn't show you enough, man. So,
Like I said, he had a high school coach for his first 2 years.
Alright,
Okay,
bro,
so
thanks.
all right. So
now he's got a guy that believes in him.
All right, Cota.
So we feel good going into this week. We all got a dub for the Dolphins. We want to close out with a final thought today. It's a competitive sport. It's a man sport. It's a sport that's played all over the world. It's played in wars. After this game, I should have been in the damn war. But the sport is ping pong. Stop making a big damn deal about the ping pong table in the locker room. It's good.
Did you see the shit that they did to fuck with the media? Like they had a ping pong on the ground and they did the chalk line and they put the police tape over it. That shit's fucking funny.
So yeah, thank you guys. Can't wait to see you next week and go
Check us
Dolphins.
Check us out on Instagram, YouTube. This should be up very soon. Like,
Tomorrow, for sure,
comment,
Wednesday.
share, subscribe,
Tag a Dolphin. That's your one job.
tag a
After
Dolphin,
listening,
man.
tag a Dolphin.
and let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
It's always good for the feedback.
Improvement from first episode, right?
All
All right, guys. Later.
Fins up.